You are live. Hey, everyone. I don't know why Instagram isn't. Oh, here we go. Instagram is now connecting. I forgot there's a lag on Instagram. Hi, everyone. If you were in our last live, you know that I found my AirPod. I did not have to drive all the way to David's Bridal. Praise be. So we're having a better day now. Meanwhile, I was like already in a bad mood from like getting fitted for my dress.
I can't hear you. I don't know if it's a me problem or a you problem.
At all?
No, I can. It's like very low.
Is it because I'm not close to the mic? Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, that must be it. Yeah, so I found my AirPod. Yay. I didn't have to drive all the way to David's Bridal. But I was already in a bad mood because I had to do a dress fitting today and I'm just like really struggling with my body lately. It hasn't been fun. And meanwhile, like I was doing keto and I gained weight on keto, which I just did keto because I know like that's worked for me in the past. Gained weight on it. Didn't diet for like a day for Mother's Day and lost weight this morning. And I was like, how is that?
That's weird. I don't know. Maybe your body was just adjusting to the keto.
I don't know. Today I'm like, I'm counting calories. That's just tried and true right there. Well, so is keto, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I'm trying not to freak out about it. But I think like if my sister wasn't getting married this year, like I feel fine. Like I mean, I made a baby. Like it is what it is, but I'm like, there's gonna be so many pictures and I don't feel good about myself until I don't really want to do all of that. So I think that's why I'm struggling.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, how was your Mother's Day?
It wasn't the greatest. Jake fumbled the ball, but it was ended up being okay. I went to TJ Maxx and just went shopping.
Nice. Why did he fumble?
He's very bad at planning things, and like
Mm.
I like receiving gifts. Not even like
Yes, you were
money
saying
gifts.
that
I
last
found that he
week.
took the time out for me.
Yeah.
So like we kind of got in a fight, but it was whatever. Like I mean, it's not whatever. I told him he has to start doing better because it does matter to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Like I don't know, what's the next holiday? Ariana, no, my birthday would be the next holiday. So
When's your birthday?
in October.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, he better do better, or else he's gonna be at the doghouse.
Yours was cool though. I liked how he took your video and just did everything.
Yeah, that's not like him. He usually can't take a hint. So I was pleasantly surprised. I needed that and I needed to know that like he's like listening. So yeah, it was nice. I was really happy that he listened and he did that. I like sent it to him like joking around, but I didn't think he was actually going to do literally everything.
So cute. See, you said it's not like him, and then last week you told us about Paris, and then he did this. So maybe he's gonna start being romantic.
He lagged after Paris, so I don't know. But yesterday, so he booked me a massage at Hand and Stone, which is like I was in Nashville for my sister's bachelorette party. We talked after that. And we went to a really fancy spa there, like really fancy. And that massage was like not that great. I went to Hand and Stone yesterday. One of the best massages I've ever had in my life. I'm like,
I've only been to a massage parlor like or whatever, a spa like once. Me and Jake won a couples massage at this bridal show I was at when we were planning the
oh,
wedding. I loved it. I want to go back. It was amazing, but it is pricey. So
yeah. Massages are my love language. I think yesterday's massage was like the intro, like a Hand and Stone. Yeah, because we're like pinching pennies over here too. So it wasn't that bad. I think it was like my thing fell. I think it was like $79. It wasn't bad. It wasn't too
that's
bad.
not bad.
No. The one I got in Nashville, on the other hand, pricey. But they had like a rooftop pool and everything that you could go to, which was cool.
That's
Really cool. Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah, it was nice. But the massage was not great at all. I was like, "Thanks." Anyway, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't edited the podcast this week. I thought I was gonna do a moving video or a moving podcast with Nick. I thought that would be interesting, and I didn't. We never sat down and did it. So maybe will still do that. But if not, I have to look at who my next guest would be if I didn't do that. Besides Mother's Day, how was the rest of your weekend?
It was good, I think. I can't really remember much of it, honestly. Saturday, we went to my mom's house to go visit the family because it was like a week since my aunt died,
How's
and
everyone doing?
they're okay. It just like it's the first Mother's Day without her, and then her
Mhm.
birthday was the day after her funeral.
Oh, wow.
So like there's just a lot of heightened emotion. So everyone's just
Mhm.
trying to get back into their routines and
Yeah,
whatnot, but it's still there.
yeah. Oh, one of my favorites, if me and Nick don't record one, which I think we are going to, but this one is long. I might have to do this one in 2 parts. ADHD with Emily, talking all about ADHD, and she has a really cool mom story too, so I'm excited for that one. But it's gonna be 2 parts because it's 2.5 hours. 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yes, definitely. But that sounds interesting. The doctor you had on like last week, that was really interesting. I liked her.
She was good, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I liked her too. She was a wealth of knowledge. I'm gonna have some more nutrition stuff on, especially now with me struggling with my weight. I thought it would be a good idea to do more nutrition things, selfishly. So more nutrition podcasts will be coming out, which is exciting. I was looking into, I don't know if I talked about this on here yet, but I'm struggling with solids, like to feed Kala solids because I I feel like she's gonna choke, but then also like I'm nervous about her being allergic to something, which is like so opposite of what you're supposed to do. Like you're supposed to let them eat things so that they're not allergic. But there's this thing, and I totally forgot about it until last night, where you like it like slowly introduces them to allergens. Um, and then you can kind of tell if they're like allergic to something before it becomes a problem. Um, I was supposed to get it today, but we had a really bad thunderstorm and I had the anxiety of hell today. I brought Kala to gymnastics, which now we go to gymnastics twice a week, which is super nice because it gets us out of the house. And we sold my car this weekend. I had a busy weekend. We sold my car this weekend, so now I have to drive Nick to and from work, which is fun. Um, but I went to gymnastics with her and we're selling like just we're not actually selling, but like I'm bringing my clothes to a thrift store and if they can give me money for anything, they will. I've so far I've made less than $2 on 2 huge bags of clothes. Or less than $3 on 2 huge bag of clothes. Um and they Oh, and so I had a huge bag today to bring to the thrift store, and whatever they don't use, they donate. So I had a huge bag to bring, and it started thunderstorming like as I'm walking with like this 50-pound bag. And I was like, fine at first, but then it started getting worse and worse. And I'm like, all right, I just got to get us back to the car. So I get us back to the car. I dropped off the clothes, get us back to the car. Everything's good. I'm driving home and it's like the eye of the storm. Like it is so bad. Like I see like the lightning coming down. The thunder is so loud. She fell asleep in the back seat. I don't know how she's sleeping through this thunder because the thunder is so bad. It's like scaring me every time it like happens. I'm like jumping. It was so bad. And then I get back to the apartment complex and I'm like, okay, I have to bring her outside. It's pouring rain. I'm like, what do I do? The thunder now has subsided, but it's just like pouring, like downpouring rain. And I'm like, she's gonna start crying as soon as I pull her out of the car because like who wants to go from sleeping to in pouring rain? I pull her out. She was happy as a clam. Everything was fine. I was like, okay. And then I get upstairs and it's like cold, like in our apartment. Like I was cold. Like I was like sure she was cold. I'm turning on her camera because Nick's going outside. And I was sure that she was cold. So I just turned on, like we usually have it on cool, especially now in Texas, it's hot. So I turned it on to like the auto like setting. So it's like it does what it needs to do. So I put it between like 70 and 75. And at the time it was 68. Well, she starts crying after I do this. I forget I do it. And I run into the bedroom because she's crying and I'm like feeding her and everything's fine. All of a sudden I start smelling smoke, like literal smoke. And I'm like, is the apartment on fire? And I'm like trying to figure out where the smoke is coming from. It smells like it's coming from under the covers for some reason. I run out into like the living room kitchen area, like it's all like open concept, right? Doesn't smell like smoke there. I go into the bathroom. Bathroom smells like smoke. And I'm like, what is happening? But then I realized that our like alarm system is like really, really sensitive. So I'm like, it can't be anything crazy because then the alarm system would be going off. And then I realized that the heat clicked on. And that's why the smoke. I'm like, and my anxiety just today has been cheers because your girl needs it.
No, I understand. Actually, I think it was Saturday night into Sunday morning. I woke up and Ivy is in bed with us, and girl's not breathing. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, I like just put my hand on her stomach, and I was like, okay, calm down. Like, don't freak out. Like, for her to take a breath. She doesn't. She doesn't take a breath. So like, I yell for Jake to wake up, but she is a deep sleeper, so it took a minute.
Oh
But
god.
then I'm like shaking Ivy, and I'm like, Ivy, wake up! Ivy, wake up! I'm freaking out. Still hasn't breathed, and then she just goes, huh, and rolls over. And I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
why? Why? Stressing me out. I immediately thought about your outlet thingy and I was like, I need one of those right now.
See, but I don't put him on her all the time because it burns her little foot. And like, so if you have an outlet, like it burns the foot a little bit and I feel bad, but like sometimes I need it. And I feel really selfish when I need it, but like sometimes your girl's anxiety is not. I'm watching the camera right now. I'm like, is she moving? She's also been sleeping. Her new thing is sleeping on her stomach. And I'm like, not cool with that, but okay.
Good. I know. I think Ivy started that and it stressed me out for a little bit, but then I was like, sleep is sleep.
Sleep is sleep. And she sleeps better on her stomach, I have to say. Like it's so funny because we co-sleep with her a lot. I've said it before, but so I'll pull her into bed around like, 1, 2. When she starts waking up a ton and she's like uncomfortable, like in her bassinet at that point. That's the other thing. She's still in the bassinet. So like co-sleeping with her just makes sense because once we go to New Jersey, we'll have a crib. But right now she's in a bassinet and she's kind of like outgrowing it. So, thankfully, she hasn't outgrown the weight because I checked the weight on it because I was like, last thing I need is for this thing to collapse on us. And now I checked the weight. She's good on the weight. But anyway, I pull her into bed with us. And Nick, like, every time she like tries to turn, she like bumps into one of us. So she'll like cuddle with one of us for a little bit and then she'll like scooch over and be on her stomach. And Nick likes to turn her back over on her back. And I'm like, let the girl sleep on her stomach because she sleeps so much better. Like she'll go hours without waking up when she sleeps on her stomach. But if she sleeps on her back, she is awake. Like 20 minutes later. It's
That's
rough.
weird. I mean, I guess you're comfy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. That just has to be how she's comfier. That has to be what it is. We got 5 people on right now. Hi, 5 people that are watching. Welcome to our Mommin Around live stream. If you're tuning in to know if I found my AirPod, I did. It was in the stroller. I did not have to drive a half an hour. So that was amazing. And I'm really happy about that. Um, so yeah, what else do we got for today? What else is going on in the world of Danica? We're just playing a little bit of catch up.
mm, nothing big going on. Like normal mom stuff. My
Mm-hmm.
son needs a physical for football,
Mm-hmm.
but he needs it by the 27th, but my insurance won't approve one until the 9th of June because that's when he got his last one.
Oh,
So now I'm like trying to make sure this kid can play football this year and have
yeah.
a late physical. I know I could go to like urgent care and like get him one, but I don't want to pay for it when I can get one for free in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. The one from last year, like, doesn't hold up?
No, I think that I'm gonna talk to the doctor tomorrow. I don't think they're going to allow it because it's like less than a month before it's a year. I think if it
Mhm.
was a little bit like closer, they would have like been like, go ahead, but
Yeah. Is there anything you don't do, Liz? No, there's not. I get bored very easily. We just pile everything on. Uh, it's very true though. ADHD, we'll talk about it on my ADHD episode, ADHD with Emily, but which might come out which half of it might come out this week, but it probably actually won't because if it has to be two parts, I don't want to do um the two parts split up, and I really want to do an episode with Nick in between. So we'll record an episode before Thursday, I guess. Pressure's on. I started MBA again.
oh, you did?
So
Did you
if
like
you
join again or are you just redoing it?
no, I'm just redoing it. I don't do we join at a discount? Because I'm never paying that price again.
I don't think you have to like repay, but I think you can like join a group that's doing it and like follow along with them. Or you could just
Mm.
do it on your
So if you don't know what MBA is, it's Manifestation Babe Academy. It's where me and Danica met. And basically, it's just like a program that helps you manifest and go into the science of manifesting and takes you through like a bunch of different tools and stuff like that. Did I explain that correctly?
oh, I think yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So I have a friend doing it with me. So I don't know if that's like illegal. But I was like, hey, I noticed that she was listening to like all of her podcasts like every day. And I'm like, do you want my Kajabi like info and we can do it together? So she's like, okay. So we started doing it together. So that'll be nice to do that. And I realized that I think that I was listening to a To Be Magnetic. I don't know if you listen to them. They're really good podcasts. But do you listen to them?
So which one?
To Be Magnetic.
No.
They're really good. And so I was listening to one of the episodes and the girl was saying that she doesn't write down like cuz they have their own kind of MBA thing. And so she doesn't write down all her exercises, she voice notes them. And I'm like that's a good idea for me because I feel like I was being like daunted by like writing everything down and that was part of why I was like so bad with it. So I think that I'm going to voice note everything and I think it'll be good.
That's what I do. The first time I did write it down because like I was just following what she said.
Yeah.
But when I redid it, I just like kind of like had a conversation with the universe and like talked it out with myself because I all that writing was a pain in the butt and like my brain worked faster than my hand,
Yes.
so I
Yes.
forgot what I was gonna say.
Exactly, exactly, and that's what the girl said on there too, and yes, exactly, you hit the nail on the head with that, yes, and so then it's like you're not, like, in flow because you're, like, trying to get it down, and it's not, like, flowing correctly, totally, yes, 100%. How many times have you done it?
Um, all the way through twice, but I did the release phase by itself because like I needed it. I was like, I need to figure this out.
Nice. That's awesome. I honestly, like, kept falling off and coming back and falling off and coming back, so I'm excited to do it, like, straight through this time, I think it'll be good, I think I'm at a point where I, like, can do it. I've been, like, listening to them, like, I'll, like, watch it kind of, but I'll put it in my AirPod that I lost today, and, I'll, like, listen to it, which is really nice.
Yeah, no, that's what I used to do. I just like put it on my TV and like I'd clean while she was talking.
Mhm, mhm.
But
Yeah.
no, I enjoyed it, and there's new stuff
Yes.
since we
Y
signed up.
yeah, I'm already, like, first video, like, she starts getting into the new stuff, so she's yeah. It's really great that she keeps updating it. I'm excited to do it. I'd like to see what comes out of it, and I think it'll be good. My masseuse yesterday was so great. She was like woo woo like we are, and so she was like teaching me how to like release things at the end of the day and stuff, which was really cool. Um, she's like, you have to like people try to suck your energy, so you have to like release it at the end of every single day. And I'm like, okay, and to call back the energy, which I feel like so many people have said that to me throughout my life, but I always forget to do it.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things that you say, I'm like, oh yeah, call back your energy, and I always forget. I'm just ready to fall asleep.
I know. Same. but we gotta add it. We gotta add it in. I was also watching, I think it was just a reel of, what's the podcast? It's Lauren Bosnick. Do you know who that is?
Don't know.
It's on the tip of my tongue. It's like the him and her podcast. What is it? It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, she was saying, which I thought was a really good tip. She oh no, they were doing a live on TikTok. She the Skinny Confidential. She listens to the Louise Hay like end of day meditation while she's like getting ready for bed, washing her face, doing her skincare, just to like release the whole day. And I was like, I love that idea. That is a great idea because then you're like, pairing habits. So you're doing your skincare and you're doing like a meditation. She's like, because you only really have to like, set the intention to release the day and you don't actually have to like sit there and just like close your eyes and do it. Like, especially if you're meditating throughout the day. I mean, I meditate especially when I'm anxious pretty frequently. So
No, that's a good idea. I never even thought about that. I don't know. Sounds like a great idea, but I don't know if I could do that. It's hard getting my skincare routine in with Ivy at night. So
what time did she go to bed?
it depends. Like today, she didn't nap, so I woke her up at like 8 because I was like, "Girl, I need you to wake up so you can go back to sleep."
Oof. What time did
But
she go to sleep?
she's still awake right now. I think she's with Jake,
No,
so
what
she might
time did
not
she
fall
go to
asleep until
sleep
like
for her nap?
10:30.
What time did she go to sleep for her nap?
Her nap this time she went to sleep like around 6.
Got it.
Normally she naps at like 2ish, but
Yeah.
she's with my mother-in-law. So when she came home with Jake, so she didn't like fall back to sleep until like 6.
Oof. And then you woke her up at 8.
Yep. Speaking of which, yep, she's awake. She's
Ugh,
crying.
tough. What was I going to ask you? How long did she sleep overnight?
But 1 second, I'm having trouble hearing you because Ivy is screaming.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I
get
can't
close
hear
to
her.
you.
I can't
Go
hear
ahead. What
her.
do you
That
ask?
makes me feel better. How long did she sleep overnight?
Um, again, that depends. But she normally sleeps until like 3ish, and then she'll wake up and come with us. And then she sleeps when I wake up to take the boys to the bus. She kind of wakes up, but then she rolls back over. So I take
Mhm.
the boys to the bus, and then she sleeps until like 8:30ish.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, she sleeps long, which I'm very grateful for because in the mornings after I take the boys to the bus, I get work done.
Yeah. What time do you take him to the bus?
Um, well, they're on separate buses, so Carter is the last one, and he leaves at 8.
Okay. So you don't have a ton of time.
Not a ton of time, but it's at least some time without a kid coming at me. And Landon and Carter's bus come like an hour apart from each other, so I have that time to myself too.
Okay. That makes sense. Fun things. Schedules. You have schedules all over the place with 3 different age.
Next year, Landon and
I
Carter
know
will
how
be
you
on the
do
same
it.
bus again. So I'm like, yes, let's do that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. My computer went into night mode again last time. I feel like it scared me. This time it kind of scared me again. uh, anyway, do we have anything else to add? I feel like we covered a lot.
No, I didn't think of anything.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. I usually take this time. Well, usually we did one other one, but to tell you what this week's episode is going to be about, but I'm not sure. So it's either going to be ADHD with Emily or about ADHD and all of that, which is so fascinating. She's an ADHD coach and she's amazing. And we just had the best time. And again, her motherhood story is so unique and special and fun. And so I can't wait for that to come out, but it's either going to come out this week or next week. I really want to make sure that her episodes are back to back. Or it may be an episode with my husband, who is not a mom, but we have things to talk about. So stay tuned for this week's episode. Danica, anything else you want to say to the people?
Nope, I'm
All
good.
right. Thanks for joining, guys. We'll see you for Thursday's episode, and we will also see you next week on our next live stream. Thanks. Bye.